Today I played Pokerogue fine and I wiped a lot. This is Pokerogue, which is nothing but a bloodbath game of Pokemon. At the start of each turn, you pick your starters. Each starter costs points and you have 10 points to spend. For my first run, I picked Chikorita because one of my all-time favorite. And then Mudkip, the carry, and Chimchar because I thought I need a fire-type Pokemon. And because I thought it would have been cool, I set battle mode to set. But don't worry about it just yet. In this game, we are immediately thrown into a battle against a level 2 Wurmple here, which I skillfully manhandled by switching Chikorita into Chimchar. Right after winning, we are given an option to buy an item and or to pick a reward. This is basically the core mechanic of the game. You beat up Pokemons, you pick items, rinse and repeat. Simple, right? Right? The world of Pokerogue is a pit of endless battles. There is no explorations, no mazes, or dungeons to navigate through. Just pure and raw Pokemon battle. We continue moving, and at stage 5, we are challenged to a surprise Pokemon battle by Last Ali. She opened with a level 4 Wurmple, which against my Chimchar is no problem whatsoever. I handled her with little to no problem, so by this point, I was feeling a little bit more confident with the game. But stage 6 taught me a lesson. The game threw a wild double battle at me, and Abra and Squawfed. Abra is famously known in the original franchise of the game to only have teleport as a move, but it used confusion against my Chimchar and really threw me off guard. Listen to it yourself. Ooh, I thought you only have... I barely cleared stage 6 and I'm in terrors. Just how am I ever gonna clear the game? Upon reaching 8 floors, we have a rival battle waiting for us. Rival Ivy? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but anyways, he opened with a level 7 Mudkip, which is one level higher than ours, and it goes without saying that our Mudkip got manhandled. Then goes Mudkip, so I sent out my Chikorita with 1 HP left, hoping it would outspeed, but rival Ivy withdrew the Mudkip and sent out a Pikapack. I'm getting outplayed by this AI. Somehow, one way or the other, I won, but not without paying the price. Chimchar and Mudkip are down. I'm left with Chikorita, who is left with only 1 HP, and decently healthy Taillow, who is very under level. Luckily, the reward given me an option to pick the 5. I used it on Chimchar, bringing some hope back into the team. Now, stage 9, just a random rookie. What could go wrong, right? Oh, oops. Taillow is dead. Stage 10, we are faced against boss Pokemon, another Taillow. But this time I noticed something interesting. It has 2 health bars. What does having 2 health bar even means? Does that mean it can't be 1 hit KO? Or is it just simply that it has double HP stats? I decided to keep my question to myself for now and caught the Taillow before I moved onward. After playing the game for quite some times, I noticed something that every 10 stages you are met with either a boss Pokemon that you can catch or a gym leader. We got lucky this time, it was merely a boss Pokemon and could fairly easily manage. But next time, it could be some absurd gym leaders, so keep your finger crossed. Pokerogue isn't that evil because every 10 floors you clear, you gain a Poke Center heal that heals your teams back up to full HP, and their moves is back up to full PP. Stage 12 gave me Rookie, so I decided to catch it because I know that Corviknight is a good party member to have later on with the still flying typing, resisting 8 types, immune to 2 types, poison and ground, and only weak to 2 types, which are fire and electric. Stage 11 up to 15 didn't really give me much trouble, just Taillow fainting at stage 14 and Chikorita fainting at stage 15. Stage 16 was just a wild Pidgey. My Chimchar was very low on HP, so I decided to switch to Rookie that got one-shotted by the Pidgey's tackle. Mudkip wasn't out to deal with the Pidgey. Was it gone? No, Pidgey murdered the Mudkip. Well, Chimchar just used Ember and ended Pidgey old friend. No! How did that tackle kill? That was just a random Pidgey at a random floor, not even a trainer battle, and it wiped 3 of my Pokemons. And this is when it finally sunk in. Pokerogue's world is harsh. Pokerogue will not show you any mercy. It will do its best to wipe you out of existence. I kept trying and trying to no avail. Attempt number 2. I wiped at stage 20 against the gym leader's first Pokemon. He had 2 Pokemons and I couldn't even manage to beat 1. Attempt number 3 was even worse. I wiped to a random double battle against Pikachu and Rockruff. Attempt number 4 against gym leader Sharon. I'm not gonna lie, these failed attempts are quite disheartening. I can't even manage to break through stage 20. I decided to give it one last try before I closed the game for good. This is how it went. This time around, I went with Taillow, Turtwig, and Torchic. The early stages, I decided to stick to using one Pokemon to let it soak all the experiences and be the solo carry of the team. And for this, I picked Taillow. And I have to say, it's really showing good results with no casualty at stage 8 Rifle Battle and only 1 casualty at the boss floor stage 10. And it's really fine because I have a Pokemon Center healing coming up. I also picked up a Max Lure at stage 2 to maximize my EXP gain, making sure Taylor wasn't the only one getting EXP whenever possible. These choices I made ended up having good results with me having a max level Taylor and a level 8 Torchic by the end of stage 10. My first troublesome encounter was at stage 18. Double battle against Meowth and Zigzagoon where my Torchic got stuck in paralysis and fainted to the Zigzagoon. Fearing what stage 20 might have against me, I bought some potions to heal my team, to full and revived my Torchic. But it was all for naught, because stage 20 was a wild Pokemon battle against Meowth, and I went through it with a breeze. I was tired in the middle of the night with defeat after defeat, but you can see my excitement showing through here. Fast forward to stage 22, my Torchic evolved into Combusken, and I'm thrown into another rival battle against rival Ivy. I do not like seeing her so early after I finally broke through my stage 20 wall for the first time. But what can I say? Pokerogue is evil. This time, she sent out a Charmeleon who is mad with my Combusken that this time round and handled his Charmeleon like a real man. Next up is Hoothoot, who again, my Combusken dealt with immediately. Lastly, Nartazol, a Pokemon I'm not familiar with. I didn't want to risk being stupid and wipe again, so I actually went into Pokemon DV. Once I know its typings, the rest is history. Free win for Combusken. And victory gave me an EXP all, an item I forgot to explain about earlier. Like the original Pokemon franchise, Pokerogue have ways to not leave you on their level. EXP all is an item that lets your benched Pokemon gains 20% of the experience. XP Charm increases your EXP gain by 25%, and Super EXP Charm that boosts your EXP gain by 60%. And best part, these items are stackables. You can have up to 5 EXP all. As for EXP Charms and Super EXP Charm, I have yet to find out. Anyway, zooming through to stage 20, my Turtwig evolved into Groudon. Stage 30 had Gym Leader Erika, which my Tallow and Groudon handled pretty neatly, rewarding me with another Super EXP Charm. At the end of stage 30, I noticed something interesting. The game gave me a voucher plus. Apparently, you can gain these vouchers from beating gym leaders for the first time. So, like through Degenerates, we played the minigame Gacha inside the game, only to gain 5 common eggs. Stage 32 gave me XP all as a reward option, which I definitely took. Stage 35 had Trainer Team Flare Grunt, we swiftly dealt with by Combusken, ending the fight with Taylor evolving into Swallow. I even caught Stage 40's boss, Ninjas, and the EX I pulled back at Stage 31 hatched, giving me Tarantula, Vidop, Entei, Chikorita, and Grookey. No legendary, no shiny. But those egg moves I might want to keep an eye out for to be used in my next run. Stage 42, I decided it's time to give it a rest. Absorb knowledge I've gained today to arm myself for tomorrow. Good night. Day number 2. I started the day strong by sweeping through stage 42 and 43, but Pokerogue will not let you have your break. I'm faced with double trainer battle at stage 44. Pokemon Ranger Jackson and Caitlyn. They brought out Alolan Raichu and Gardevoir. I knew I needed to end the Alolan Raichu first, so I directed both of my attacks to the Alolan Raichu, and it ended my Combusken's life first with Psychic, outspeeding my Combusken who is 5 level higher. Everything is okay because I have Groudon, who knows Bulldoze, that can hit both enemies, Pokemons. Swallow attacked Gardevoir and Groudon used Bulldoze to end both at one in style. Well, yeah, as you can see, I tried to end both at once and ended up with nothing. Then more great happened with Bulldoze, and again, I lost both my Pokemons, leaving me with just a Vulpix, lower level Vulpix. Luckily somehow, Vulpix outsped the Gardevoir, and Incinerate can hit both opponents. Once again for the day, I'm reminded of Pokerogue's harshness. One wrong move, and the run could end right there. I had 4 of my trusted team ended by an Alolan Raichu and a Gardevoir. If not for Vulpix, I wouldn't be here and still trying to get as far as I just did, which I should have known better. It's not a walk in the park, and I should be more careful. But I pressed onward. I revived Combusken and Swallow, and stage 45 gave me Firestone to reward my Vulpix by evolving it into Ninetales. Stage 46 clear gave my Combusken enough EXP to evolve into Blaziken. And I caught a Wild Arceus at stage 48 and beaten stage 50's boss, Statler, giving me another EXP charm. Stage 51, a Wild Toucanon ended my Blaziken's life, leaving me flabbergasted. I'm still not sure of what happened, I just decided to ignore it. My Groudon evolved into Torterra at stage 52, and on stage 53, another Wild Toucanon ended Arceus's life. I do not know what's going on with these Toucanons, but they sure do mean business. Stage 54 gave me a Joltik, one of my favorite Pokemons, and from my favorite gen. Obviously, he's a new addition to the team, replacing Arceus who just died. I have no regrets because I know Joltik will become my ace in the hole later, or will he? Stage 55 once again gave me a rival battle against rival Ivy. Ivy? Yeah, it's day 2 and I still don't know. This time around though, I didn't have much trouble with her. Charizard goes down to a flame charge, Joltik evolving into Galvantula, Floette got blazed kick in the face, Tal went down to double kick, Arctozolt got double kicked 6 feet into the ground. At this point, I finally realized that boss, or gym leader floors, every 10 floors. Took me a while, but my slow singular brain cell finally caught up to speed. The gym leader kicked my ass, but Torterra somehow practically carried me through this fight with the help from Swallow and Ninjas.
Nice. Egg voucher plus. Ah, the sweet sound of Pokemon Center.
Stage 62, third grunt. Good. Stage 64, grunt. Good too. Hey, GXP all. Now my team can finally gain full EXP. Stage 55 was a random event, an offer you can refuse. I'm given two options between losing Torterra, plus gaining a shiny charm and 10,000 Pokédollars, or just gaining 10,000 Pokédollars. By having a Fagrigus, I got at stage 61 using Minlook to extort the kid. That's right, I'm extorting the kid. Jeez, Pokerogue is harsh even to kids. I won't lie, the shiny charm was really interesting to me because the more shiny I can catch, the higher my luck would be, making the run even easier. But remembering how Torterra practically just finished carrying me through stage 60, I decided to keep Torterra and just extort the kid. Stage 66 is someone new, simpler admin Bryony. She opens with Clowitzer against my Blaziken, which I naturally switch into Torterra, using Giga Drain only for her to switch her Clowitzer into Talonflame. One thing I'm starting to notice in this game is that Pokerogue's AI is smart. They know when to switch or use certain moves. Through a couple of back and forth between us, I brought Galvantula out to set up Sticky Web and sucker punch the Talonflame before Galvantula goes down. I tried bringing Swallow using Quick Attack to end his Talonflame with buffs, using Quick Attack only to have her switching into Energy Slash. Failed again, but damn, now I know a lot of people love Pokerogue. It's really good. After the long struggle and losing over half of my team on this fight, I triumphed. Though, I fear what the team leader would have if even just the admin got me into this much trouble. Well, I'll leave that with future me to deal with. I took my time patching up, reviving Swallow and Galvantula. Also, I realized that at this point, I don't have much ways to deal with fire and water types. My only grass Pokemon Torterra is neutral against water because of the ground typing, which is really bad because water types are good against like half of my team, and they usually carry an ice type move that can one-shot my Torterra. Well, here is crossing my fingers, hoping that I would get a water type soon. Stage 69. I don't have much, I just thought it's funny. At stage 70, I met with a Pokemon I've never seen before, Golden Go. My viewer at the time said it's good, so I caught it, really not knowing how far it would bring me. At this point, I feel really comfortable with the game. I've seen it all. I thought, well, wipe to Wild Fiji, wipe to the gym leaders, catching an apparently good Pokemon, caught my favorite Pokemon, beating Pokemons from generation I've never played before, Gen 8 and Gen 9. Now, the only concern I have left is not having a water type in my roster. I actually felt really comfortable. I actually zoomed through from stage 71 to stage 89 with last to no problem. Stage 92? Different story. Stage 90 really opened my eyes about Golden Go. I spent 3 turns setting up 3 nasty plots, which it learned at level 65. Once I've done that, Gym Leader Bea is put down with absolute ease. Just look at it. I'm really glad I caught this Golden Go because boy, this Golden Go is total nutcase. It learns Shadow Ball, Color Gym, which is good because apparently the villain team I'm facing in this run are Team Flare, which, you know, Flare, Fire, they went together, and then I get Nasty Plot and Recover. And it has Time with Nature, giving it plus 10 speed at the cost of 10% attack. Really high BST, but with wonderful spread of 550, and awesome special attack Fallout with really decent speed. Coupled with Sticky Web from Galvantula, my Golden Go will sweep the rest of this run. Rifle Ivy came to find me yet again at stage 95. I'm not gonna lie to you, she's starting to really scare me. You've awoken something in me I never knew was there. That is creepy, dude. It seems like all I do now is train. Are you stalking me? I hardly even eat or sleep now. I just train my Pokemon all day, getting stronger every time. Dude, get alive. In fact, I hardly recognize myself. Yeah, get alive! Jeez. Regardless, I'm actually worried because a viewer of mine at the time warned me saying 95 is the first kinda tough Ivy battle. Got me a bit sweaty and then a weird Charizard came out, all shiny looking. What's that? Anyways, knowing my Blaziken is weak to a flying type move, I switched to Ninetales. And for some reason, the Charizard ran away from Blaziken, outcome-hooted, which Ninetales handled just fine. And there it is. The shiny Charizard is back, handing my weakened Ninetales and somehow outsped my Galvantula. And before I knew it, Swallow went down as well. I sent Torterra out through getting the Ice Electric typing of Arctozolt. Fearing the Ice type move, I switched Torterra out. And for some reason, the Arctozolt didn't cast an Ice type move and switched to the Shinish Charizard. What was that all about? Also, I know earlier I pressed Power Jump, but I just got a really strong Steel type move, so I switched it out for Make It Rain. And now I'm really regretting it. Hey, Golden Ghost still won though. Yeah, I really don't know how. Arctozolt is next. Seeing Torterra's 4 times weakness to Ice and Blaziken not being that healthy, I tried stalling for a little bit with recover, but the damn thing have a high horsepower. Golden Go cannot stall against that. Really desperate, I decided to sacrifice Torterra so Blaziken can come in to clean up after. But for some reason, it did not hit Torterra with an Ice type move. What was that weird shiny Charizard? Why don't this Arctozolt have an Ice type move? Does it not learn an Ice type move? Whatever. Don't go Metagross. And Floette. Once again, Arctozolt. Which Torterra? Apparently outspeeds. I don't know what's what anymore. She should have awoken something alright. Stage 100 was nothing real special. I got Dunsparce, hatched some eggs. Stage 102 was weird to me. Random event, Trust the Treasure. I had to pick between shop price times 2.5 and gain amazing items or find a source of garbage. I thought I couldn't handle the massive price raise in the shop, so I picked the latter. I beat the G-Max Garbodor and picked up Mega Ring for my reward, hoping to finally be able to Mega Evolve my Blaziken, though later on someone told me that if I had picked the first option, I would have gained 2 Shell Bells and 2 Leftovers. If I had known, I definitely would have taken that. Well, too late. Stage 108, Rare Egg hatched, and it's Jolly Aerodactyl with very decent IVs, with Egg Move, Flare Blitz. Stage 112 was another Grunt, with Drapion, Condom, Talonflame, Sickrock, and Pyroar. Nothing that gave me too much of a trouble. Stage 114 is an admin this time, probably looking to get revenge for the Grunt I just beat up. Sadly to him, he is the one that got put 6 speed under. Stage 115 was yet another Team Flare, but this time, they mean business. It's Team Flare's boss, Lysandre. I tried setting up Nasty Plot and then Power Jump against the Heliolisk, and because it didn't get the Heliolisk, I set up my second Nasty Plot. And for some reason this time, he switched the Heliolisk to Pyro, Fire type, but somehow, through a series of bad decisions, I decided to go with Power Jump anyway. And thankfully, luckily, it worked. And then came in the real menace of this battle, Mega Gyarados. I was really shocked, I was really surprised that I didn't even notice that it's Team Flare, and I'm facing a Mega Gyarados against a Team Flare. I did not know how to deal with this. My team is by no means geared up to deal with a Mega Gyarados. I know Mega Gyarados have a high special defense, but at the same time, I also had 2 Nasty Plot set up with my Golden Go. It made me feel confident to deal the good damage. Oh boy, how wrong I was. It only did a little bit. An Aqua Tail, it did over half my Golden Go's HP. I switched to Swallow as a sacrifice, and from there, it went downhill. Vantula cast Sticky Web before going down to me and Shaw's Blaze Kick. My Pokemons are losing HP left and right. I couldn't see any way out. Golden Go tried to recover from Cloudzer to no avail. Gained free switch into Torterra against Mega Gyarados only to be nullified by Honchkrow when I used Giga Drain. At this point, I'm only left with 3 Pokemons, Torterra, Blaziken, and Golden Go, which are not exactly in tip-top shape. Golden Go on 3rd of his HP, Blaziken with 52 HP left. Only Torterra was healthy enough, while I barely got one of his Pokemon Pyroar, and he still have Mienshao, Heliolisk, Cloudzer, Mega Gyarados, and Honchkrow. This is really not looking good for me. In desperation, my Torterra against his Honchkrow, hoping for a flying type move to come. I switch into Golden Go, only to be met with Incinerate. Thankfully, it didn't do enough to end my Golden Go. After a couple of recover, Power Jump finished the job. Back in Mega Gyarados. I know my Golden Go can't take even an Aqua Tail. I switch Blaziken in to be sacrificed. Out goes my Torterra, only to be met with Mienshao. Slowly, Torterra handled Mienshao, making sure it's 6 speed under. Good. 3 Pokemons left. Cloudzer, Mega Gyarados, and Heliolisk. Against my Torterra, who is now hurt, and Golden Go, that's just as low on HP. Alas, Torterra couldn't hold against the Mega Gyarados, my last hope, Golden Go, alone. Against the Cloudzer, Mega Gyarados, and Heliolisk. I tried using Recover to buy my brain some time, and a miracle happened. Mega Gyarados missed its Aqua Tail, giving Golden Go the chance to set up a nasty plot. One miracle I needed to not wipe here. After having used Dragoness and a Torterra which lowers its defense and special defense, missing an Aqua Tail, giving me a chance to set up a nasty plot, clutched me the win with Power Gem, and down goes Mega Gyarados. I was way too excited for this. With Mega Gyarados gone, the rest is history. Down goes Heliolisk and then Cloudzer. This is exactly the kind of Pokemon gift I've been looking for all this time, one with challenge. So still, why the heck would a Team Flare's boss bring a Mega Water type around everywhere? You're Team Flare, why do you have a Mega Gyarados?
After having just passed through a storm, I healed my team and moved on to stage 120. Gym leader Viola, who had a terrestrialized shiny, I still don't know the difference. Scully Pete, I'm not sure what it really was. All I know is that Golden Ghost Nasty Plot and Power Gym handled her like a baby. After having just finished what I finished, well, I decided to call it a day and give myself some needed rest. Good night. Being fresh after having just woken up, I decided to zoom through to stage 130, which had a Kartana waiting for me. I actually wanted to catch it, but somehow, despite having 3 HP bar, I somehow killed it with a single Shadow Ball from Golden Go. Oh well. By stage 133, an epic egg I had hatched, giving me an Articuno. Not really my thing, but I'll keep it in a box. A viewer told me about stage 145 being another menace, so I prepared for it as soon as I could. I picked every single X items I could prior to stage 145, X defense on stage 141, X speed on stage 142, and X special attack on stage 143. Sure enough, Rifle Ivy came at me at stage 145. This time though, she had lost her ability to talk, and then silently and creepily started the battle. The very first chance I had, I sent out my Galvantula to set up a sticky web when I could. All the X items I picked up earlier really paid their due. I didn't have much of a problem against her here. Blaziken took down Forgus, Golden Go did one nasty plot. I took down the terrestrialized Charizard, Natal, Metazol, Metagross, and lastly, the blue shiny Rayquaza. Stage 150 on the other hand really caught me off guard. Somehow, that I'm not sure myself either of, I was down 3 Pokemon against Gym Leader Charon. Luckily, Golden Go pushed through just fine. Stage 151 was such a candy to my eyes. It was a lake zone, meaning I can finally get my long wished for water type party members. At stage 154, I caught an Araquanid, which had good moveset but horrible IV. Just look at it. Nevertheless, I switched my Mightyena with it. Stage 160 though was a Gyarados boss. Knowing just how strong exactly a Mega Gyarados can be, if I ever get a Mega Stone for it though, I decided to catch it and replace the Araquanid with it. Sadly, it only knew Hydro Pump, Rain Dance, Scary Face, and Dragon Dance, a power setup move that can raise attack and speed by 1 stage each. Jokes on me though, it only had a Hydro Pump as its attack. Stage 163 gave me 2 new Pokemons from the X I've gotten prior, Angru and Balfalan. Stage 164, I decided to pull more egg gacha. I wanted to pull on the shiny up machine, but I fat fingered on a legendary up machine, giving me 1 epic and 4 common eggs. And my last ticket on shiny up machine gave me 2 rare and 3 common eggs. Stage 165 really caught me off guard with the comeback of Team Flor's boss, Sandro. I still had PTSD from our last fight, and I still don't know how to pronounce his name. This time around, I opened with Galvantula, which I immediately ordered to set up a sticky web. So that was all the Galvantula could have done before painting to Flutter Main. In a futile attempt, I sent out Gyarados, which obviously is lacking in moveset, only to be eaten by the Flutter Main again. I'm really not feeling good. Out goes Blaziken, using Blaze Kick to apply some pressure against the Flutter Main, only to be murdered in cold blood by the Flutter Main's Moonblast. Golden Ghost's turn to go out. Worried about the Flutter Main's Ghost typing stab, Shadow Ball or something like that, I didn't dare to set up Nasty Plot and used Shadow Ball myself, only to be countered with Spyro. But I set up a Nasty Plot against it because I was very confident I could have taken at least 1 flamethrower to the face and Outspear. And the second Nasty Plot, because Golden Ghost healed to full by the Enigma Berry, I dared not to cast a third Nasty Plot and was going for the kill. And Golden Ghost dead. Yeah, I know, I was stupid. Yeah, I know. I should have just stopped at the first Nasty Plot. So Thrower to Golden Ghost life. Torterra, Swallow, and Very Dead only Hydro Pump Gyarados left. And Fate, Seal. Pyro one shot at my Torterra. Vidra took down Gyarados, and Swallow somehow snuck in a hit against Flutter Main. But I know better than anyone that does not matter. Then, as if to mock me, Sandra sent out Mega Gyarados, which ended my Swallow's life in my run. One wrong move, and I wiped. But I guess that's just how Pokerogue is, merciless. And I'm definitely gonna try for more. Come watch me stream my Pokerogue journey on Twitch using the link in my description. Drop a like if you want to see me succeeding a run, and finally hit the subscribe button. This is my first video and I will very much appreciate some support. Thank you, see you next time.